Welcome to this astrological update. The next 2 weeks, starting mid-August, we are steering towards very explosive cosmic energies that can directly influence world events. Already this week, on August the 14th, Mars and Jupiter will meet in an exact conjunction at 22 degrees in the sign of Taurus. Why these constellations are so special and what they can bring, more on that in a moment. But first, a warm welcome on my YouTube channel. My name is Silvia Soyadaya Group. I'm a professional astrologer of Vedic astrology, and Vedic astrology is a completely other system than the Western astrology. And if you would like to receive an update every week on what's important for you personal, feel free to subscribe to my newsletter. You can find the link below this video. When Mars and Jupiter meet exactly in the sign of Taurus on August the 14th, and what these energies have already triggered in their approach in the past weeks, we have experienced firsthand. The worldwide tensions and the aggression potential of people is extremely high. We saw the attack on Donald Trump and the very aggressive riots in England and Venezuela and many other countries. Then the Olympics, which also stirred up a lot dark stuff. Then the terror in the Middle East and the danger of an escalation, a widespread fire in the Middle East. And then we have the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. And this is taken on ever greater dimensions. And the West seems to be increasingly involved in the war. This conjunction of Jupiter and Mars and Uranus is in direct energetic connection with also retrograde Saturn at 23 degrees in the sign of Aquarius. And it will also be in a conjunction with the Sun when the Sun moves in the sign of Leo from August the 16th for about a month. And the Sun will then be exactly in the opposition sign of Leo. And the Sun in its own sign, because Leo is the ruling sign of the Sun, and Saturn also in its own sign in Aquarius, this means that those planets are extremely strong and exactly in square of Uranus, Mars, and Jupiter in between. And Jupiter stands for our belief system, our ethics, and our principles, and our religious beliefs by which we live. And Mars brings the energy of aggression and of passion, of fire, of war and weapons, and the urge for immediate action. That's not easy. And those two planets are connected with Uranus because Uranus is now in the sign of Taurus. And Uranus stands for sudden and unexpected and often shocking changes. So we can expect a time in which old beliefs and structures are radically questioned. This conjunction could lead globally to more uprisings, revolutions, and abrupt societal changes. The opposition of the Sun and Saturn brings intense tensions with it. Saturn in Aquarius represents the people. It represents humanity, and it represents freedom and independence, the wish for independence. And the Sun in Leo is the opposite energy. It symbolizes our old traditions, our old structures and leadership. So this is really like a fight between the people and the leaders. And Uranus, Mars, and Jupiter in Taurus, they are exactly in the middle. They will intensify this tension, which could lead to an unexpected break with traditions and authorities and old structures. Governments and leading personalities could be confronted with strong resistance and demands for change. It is a time in which people are no longer willing to accept existing authorities without question. And the moon is often a trigger. And the moon will be in Jyesta Nakshatra, the lunar mansion, on August the 14th, directly opposite to the conjunction of Mars, Jupiter, and Uranus. And Jyesta is known for its intense energies, which often express themselves in the form of power struggles. This must not happen on August the 14th. It could also happen weeks later or short time before. It speaks of deep inner conflicts, those energies, and emotional intensity. And this energy can further heat up the already tense constellation, leading to a collective emotional charge. Then we have two more special constellations in the following days, and I have already spoken about this in my August update, so you can check this video also. And there I spoke about the constellation, we call it a Yod, the finger of God. It is a 6-8 constellation between a position between planets. And I spoke about this very important Yod on August the 22nd in my energy update. But also on August the 15th, there is another Yod formed, and there are more Yods in this month. But these are very powerful constellations. And this speaks about the energies we are really experiencing right now. And the first Yod on August the 15th is between retrograde Mercury, and this connects to Pluto. Mercury connects to Pluto 6 houses away, and also to Neptune 8 houses away. And I make this video on Monday, and today it was announced that an extremely serious and worrying situation had developed in the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine. A fire in the cooling tower of the largest nuclear power plant in Europe. And this is exactly the energy of this Yod. We will see how things will play out. And then the next Yod will happen on August the 22nd, like I mentioned before. And this energy is also really, really strong. And we will feel this worldwide. And especially the Middle East is triggered. Because Israel and Palestine are connected to this Yod on August the 22nd, because it happens at 5 degrees in the sign of Leo, and this could lead to an unpredictable escalation. Because in the horoscope of Israel, Mars sits at 5 degrees in the sign of Leo. This is the 12th house. The 12th house is not an easy house. It speaks of an ending. And in the horoscope of Palestine, we have there at 5 degrees the ascendant in the sign of Leo. So this is also really very important. And this situation speaks of extremely dangerous situations. And a quick note on Japan. because a lot of people speak about a mega earthquake that could happen there. And yes, that's possible. I have not checked the horoscope of Japan before, but when I looked on the horoscope, I could clearly see Uranus is in the horoscope at 28 degrees in the sign of Taurus, and Rahu, the north node, is at 20 degrees in Taurus. And this constellation combined with Mars, which is near Uranus at the end of August in the Japan Uranus, so this could trigger a strong earthquake. That's possible. And especially also the Pacific Ring is triggered with these energies. So it could also mean an earthquake near San Francisco. That's also possible because this Pacific Ring is very active in the Earth crust, and so we can see some challenging energies appearing there. And the zodiac sign of Taurus is closely connected to the element Earth, which increases the likelihood of seismic activity. But instead of being discouraged by the challenges we can see, you can use these energies to realign yourself and manifest what you really want for your life and the world. You have the opportunity during these times of change to actively contribute to creating a better future. The high intensity of these energies can remind you that change is always possible and that you have the power to positively influence your life and your environment. By consciously connecting with these cosmic frequencies and then find your inner strength and gain clarity and take the right steps that brings you closer to your goals. But avoid any aggressive behavior. That's really important. So use this time to act consciously, connect with your inner wisdom and let you guide from your inner wisdom, and boldly chart new paths. The universe is offering you a powerful opportunity right now to break old patterns and create a new reality that aligns more deeply with your most profound desires and values. Let's seize the opportunity and make the most of it. It is also important in these times to support and help each other wherever you want and can do this. The power of community and mutual support can strengthen us all. Let's encourage one another, share with each other, and be there for each other, so that we can go through these times of change together, strengthened and connected. So thank you so much for listening, and please share this important video with other like-minded people. And also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a thumb up, and I love you.